Matt with Matt's Fish Room. Someone threw away a super nice koi pond. I filled it with water the other day and it doesn't leak, and I want to put this up here on this concrete patio where this tub is sitting, and then I would like to either bury this tub, probably this tub, or one of my 300-gallon tubs here and let this waterfall go into it. So here we go. First I got to grab a tub and put it over here, and then I'll start draining some of the water off of this, and as soon as I can move this off of this, put that up there, and then we are off to the races on putting everything back in this pond. I'm excited about this. I think outside the fish room needs a nice koi pond while I'm out here cooking. So here we go. I'll be back momentarily. All right. So I got this drained down enough to move it. There are so many cherry shrimp in here. A lot of algae in here. I just kind of let it do its thing outside. Anyway, I got the koi pond in place. Move this over just a bit. I've got some stones under where it's sitting to keep it up, because what I'm going to eventually do is build a surround here out of stone. Trying to see how I want to, do I want it over more? If I want it this way more, I'm going to sit here and play with the placement just a little bit, because I have kind of a specific thing I'm needing for this to do. But this is going to be very cool. I'm very excited about this. All right, I got a bunch of driftwood in. The blocks are in place. Everything seems to be exactly where it needs to be. That could be there a little bit better. But very pleased with everything. I'm about to flip the pump around and pump the old water back into here. And then, you know, we're just trying to go about that whole process. So stand by, we're gonna fill her up and then see how it looks. Yeah, this is exciting. This is really gonna add an extra little bit of something to the fish room. And I don't really do a whole lot with fresh water, so kind of expanding into this kind of stuff's good. The other thing is I breed cherry shrimp, and you know, you can see in my barrel where I have a bunch of them. I'll show you. And one of the best ways I found to breed cherry shrimp, and actually guppies and other things, is to put your tubs outside and let nature do it. I live in Georgia. It stays hot. Winters aren't very bad. But we just have all these little cherry shrimp, fat and happy, that I sell back to the fish store for supplies and so on and so forth. But yeah, I got lots of these little guys. But yeah, they just grow outside. They just grow outside in these tubs. And I've actually got some plans to put in a greenhouse just for some tubs. But this is gonna be a neat little feature, I feel like, to out here. So I'm excited to share this with you. I'm gonna kind of show you a little bit more as we go along, but I don't think anybody wants to sit here and watch this thing fill up, so I will be back. All right, water's in the pond. I'm gonna bury something right here and have a waterfall going off to it, but I'm not sure what yet. It's probably gonna be one of these. Koi pond stuff. I'm gonna do another little thing once it clears up in a couple days, and then show how it looks in the end. Very happy with it so far. All right, Matt with Matt's Fish Room. It is the next day. The koi pond is doing fantastic. I've got my one little goldfish in there and a couple million little shrimp. Tons of cherry shrimp in this system. I couldn't help myself, so I'm digging a hole currently to put this pond in. So this will sit down low in the hole. The waterfall will come off of this one into this one. I'll just have the pump go either under here or around some kind of way where you won't be able to see it. So the koi pond is kind of developing into a bigger thing than I originally thought. But this is the fish room. There's just, can you really go too big in the fish room? I don't think you can. My wife would differ, but I'm pretty sure that my 46 subscribers really like all the fish content being uploaded. So we're just gonna outweigh her and keep it trucking. But this is my first koi pond I've ever really done, other than just kind of dabbling in it. I'm gonna get some really fancy rocks and make it look real nice, but it'll pretty much, well, and the fish room itself is gonna get a lot better. Shoot, the door alone was fantastic. I am getting excited because we're getting closer and closer, because that cover over there is going to be a greenhouse soon, and then I'm going to be doing all my breeding, shrimp and freshwater breeders, and these tubs, because I have so many tubs everywhere. But anyway, Matt with Matt's Fish Room is some progress on the koi pond. I'm going to work on this some today. It might be a few days before it's online, but I'm going to just shoot this as one video, so you'll see this kind of happen as we go along. So I will be back with more progress. So my little boy's inside sleeping, so I decided to come work on the koi pond. One, he's sleeping. Two, I have a hard time not finishing things. So I've been digging this hole out a little more since I've been home. I'm gonna put the tub down in there. The tub I know will definitely fit, but I don't know if it's gonna be low enough yet, because I need it to get under this lip here so the waterfall can properly go down into it. So fight this. All right, that went better than I thought. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all though, I've been digging this hole for 2 days. I've got dirt scattered everywhere because so much dirt came out of this hole. You wouldn't think that a hole that's not, I mean, it's not that big, it's just not that big, would be that bad, but it in fact was that bad. So now some of this dirt I've got, I'm gonna put back around the pond. It's down as far as I need it to go. I'm very pleased with where it is. So I'm just gonna backfill it. I'll do another video after I get water in it. That may be tomorrow. But this is gonna be a pretty neat little pond, fish room, little fish room edition. I'm excited about it. All right, I am back working on this koi pond. I've only got a little bit of time to do stuff today. I gotta get my little boy, but I do have water in this tub. The tub is nice and level. This pond is doing pretty well. I needed the waterfall to be in a different spot, so I cut the pond. I have to cut it just a tiny bit more, and now I have some pond liner, and I have this pond tape to stick it all together with. So I'm going to work on this for a second and then try to get this rubber in the place that I want it to, and then go from there. But so you get to enjoy the journey and watch me do some work on this koi pond. My wife's coming to hang out in my fish room because she's hot.
I'm actually coming to look for a cat. Oh, did you find a cat?
No, I just thought I saw something. All right, y'all. I got this stuff some kind of like super tape. They refer to it as water duct tape. Stop messing with my koi pond. So this is the kind of things you get.
Where's Merlin?
Yeah, our cat run off. We ain't been able to find him. But since I know that cats always come home, I'm gonna let her do this one. But anyway, I got this. I got a little piece of pond liner. I cut a section out to make the overflow lower and to drain into here. So I am going to start filling it up, give it a try. I put all this stuff, this adhesive on everything. I've got a piece of pond liner, so this should go in here without splashing all behind it. And if not, then we will adjust and overcome. But I think this is gonna be the solution to my problem. So stand by and I will show it flowing in just a second. All right, so as you can see, I have a problem with adding on. It started with that, then it turns into this, then I had this waterfall. I actually let a friend of mine use this, and she was going to do it in her koi pond, but never ended up using it because of how big it was. I just sank a post in concrete. I'm going to do some kind of like stone things around here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do under there, some kind of something. But the water is going to drain into this pond. It's going to then go over this little edge I made into this pond, and then I'm going to have a pump at the bottom of this pond, and I'm going to run the hose probably behind here and up this post and into this. So far this is the koi pond. I'm looking forward to getting some rocks out here, but I definitely think it's going to be a neat little addition to the fish room. Something nice to hang out with while we're out here grilling, stuff like that. I've only got one little goldfish in there that I've had for years from the fair, and then a bunch of cherry shrimp, but this should be a pretty nice little ecosystem. I'm going to get a couple other fish and some neater things. I'm going to do stone all the way around it and stuff like that. So it's going to look like a little paradise out here. But so this is going to be my first video with the koi pond. This is pretty much me digging the hole, building everything, putting it all together. I am not a koi pond expert, but I do deal with lots and lots of fish tanks. I'm hoping that this is just going to be another chapter to something I'm learning. All right, this is Matt with Matt's Fish Room. Subscribe to my page. Thanks. Bye.